What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So initially I had a different video planned and I had it all ready to go, and I thought about it, and I think it's time that I kind of tell my story because I think to a lot of people it's going to be shown as like I'm just a random guy who's telling you guys to be motivated, although I don't look like I've been through a lot of trauma. And I know a lot of people have financial issues, a lot of people have mental struggles, a lot of people have different struggles that we all go through. And I think it's time that I kind of tell my story, and the reason that I've really started making these videos and started this channel to really help people get out of whatever rut they're in. So if you guys like this video, please help share it so that this starts to really radiate and this channel really begins to spread, because if you guys like the content that I'm putting out, putting a like will really help this go to more people. Don't forget to subscribe while you guys are at it, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Now I want you guys to understand one thing, is that with this story that I'm going to tell you guys, that I want you guys to take this as complete inspiration. There's nothing that I want you guys to take as, oh, this is pitiful, like I pity myself. 0%. I want you guys to take this as a complete inspiration for why you guys can get up and get at it and do whatever you guys want to do. So I was born on May 17, 2000, and I went back to my parents with my family, and about 2 days later, my entire face had turned completely bright blue. And when they took me back to the hospital, they actually rushed me to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and they had declared and had to do immediate heart surgery when I was 2 days old. And they had declared that I had pulmonary atresia, tricuspid stenosis, and tetralogy of Fallot, as well as just a hole in my heart. And basically what this means, to put in complete plain English, is that with your heart there's valves, and the valve called the pulmonary valve would not open like a gate, so the blood rushed back through and destroyed one of the other valves. When I was 2 days old in the hospital, I got this as a gift, and it's actually from the hospital itself, and all my family members came in and they signed it, yada yada. But what this really means to me as a deeper significance is that this is really what got my parents through a lot of the struggles, is that this kind of represented hope. And when I was 2 days old, most people came in, and it's just, I can't really reminisce it, but it's one of those times where you don't know what's going to happen, and it's just sad. It's not sad, it's just, not something you're expecting. So going forward a little bit, moving forward, I got through that surgery, and what they actually had to do was they had to surgically open up the pulmonary valve and repair the tricuspid valve. So then let's fast forward a little bit into time, and when I was 2 months old, they had to do the second surgery. That entire time, from 2 days to 2 months, I was in the hospital that entire time. So from the time when I was 0, straight up born, or 2 days old, to 8 months, I was actually in the hospital. And after the second surgery, what they did, of course, repaired it. They kind of did some different things. Let's fast forward a little bit more now. So by the time I was 2 years old, I was getting a little bit better, kind of becoming myself, started kicking soccer ball. And I finally was rushed again to the ER. And when I was 2 years old, they did immediate surgery as well. And I actually was, of course, on like breathing tubes and stuff. And I had actually died on the operating table. They did restorations, and from what I've understood, I was actually restored kind of on the last straw of things. Also take this, so this was 2000. Growing up, I found out later on that actually if I had been born about 10 years earlier, they did not have the science at the time 10 years earlier to be able to fix what my heart had gone through. So as I was growing up, I'll try to find some pictures of me playing soccer. The entire time I was wearing a chest protector, and multiple things kind of came of me having this heart condition. So I was always a small kid, and with that being said, I was never really, I was bullied once or twice, but it wasn't so much bullying I counted. It was more of, I was always the kid who was picked on because I was smaller, which is, that's always completely normal. But kind of looking back, and is really cool when it comes to motivation, inspiration, this is that I learned a lot about how to accept myself and really take what I have and just perfect it, even though it's not what other people have, So I played soccer all throughout my time. And then this is where, so that backstory is kind of what I don't remember. So this is where it's going to get a little bit more descriptive. So when I was 6 years old, I went in and I got my tricuspid valve, or my pulmonary valve, replaced, and I got a cow valve at the time. And I was actually in surgery for about 8 hours, and immediately when I was taken out of surgery, I actually had a heart attack about a day later. And they had found out that the surgeon had actually touched something called the SV node, which is something that it's the neuron that triggers the heart to pump. And I was immediately rushed back to operating table, and I had gotten a pacemaker. I believe I have pictures of a pacemaker right here. I'll post it. And then it actually sits, when you're a kid, it sits right here. They have to put it here. So growing up, I've always had it here. With that being said, when I played soccer, the chest protector was always necessary. The point is that when I was 6 years old, I had to kind of start over. As much as I don't really fully remember it, having to restart, but I went from being able to play soccer like totally fine with a normal heart, to me what my normal heart was, to all of a sudden having to restart and recalibrate that heart to be able to run and be able to do things. And I got into that groove and finally started to pick that up. And when I started living and going through school, like I said, I was always behind when it comes to like height and stuff. So I was always the one who was picked on, and it made my skin a lot thicker than most people's. So let's go ahead and fast forward to when I was 15. So this is the main one that I have a lot of pictures of, and I really documented, and I'm going to be showing you guys a lot. So when I was 15 is finally when they said, hey, you need to have another surgery. And I remember this, I was about 14 and a half years old, and I was distraught, extremely. And at that time, I was trying to fit in. Of course, I'm in high school, and I was trying to play high school level soccer. And being 15, like I said, I was probably about 5'2" at the time. I was still pretty short. Now, just to give you guys I'm 5'8", so I was still pretty short when I was 15. And this is the one surgery that I don't think I'd ever been in fear of a surgery, because I'd always, I had parental support. Not saying I had parental support through when I was 15, but it was a lot more, I was a lot more cognizant of just reality. And so one of the pictures, so I finally went into surgery. I remember the day before, though, you have to scrub your body with this, basically just alcohol to clean your body. And I remember sitting in the shower just shaking because you're just scared. And I went into surgery that morning, couldn't eat or anything like that, and it kind of hit me like that it was kind of the difference between life or death. And afterwards, I came out of the surgery. As you guys can see right here, I was pretty bandaged up. I had tubes in me. I went from being, think about it like this, I was 15 years old and weighed 115 pounds. And I was able to bench 125. For me, that was pretty significant with the fact that I've already had a pretty messed up chest. I went from being able to bench 120 pounds, 125 pounds, to being able to bench the bar. That is it. And that kind of threw me back. And this is where I love being able to talk about this, though, because getting out of surgery after I was 15 years old really looking back in hindsight, of course hindsight's 20/20, but looking back, I appreciate everything that happened, because when I was 15 years old is when everything started to, and you guys will probably see this shirt, but I wanted to bring this and show this. So this shirt is called the Hurt Mini 5K. It's done in Cincinnati. I'm not sure if it's done anywhere else. If it is, let me know in the comments. That'd be kind of cool. But it says Team Maiden. I hope you guys can read that. It says Team Maiden. Point of this shirt shows the discipline and the actual courage that I went through to be able to go from playing soccer on a pretty competitive level, pre-surgery I was on, I believe, the B level of soccer. So in select there's cup, state, there's then A, then there's B. So I was on a pretty elite level for kind of where everyone thought I would ever, become, looking back from when I was a kid. And so time went on, and I went into a gym class. And this is where I'm going to be making a video in time that I want you guys to really, I really hope it makes an impact, is that there's something that is special about going through this when I was young, because when you're older it is a little bit tougher, but having the perseverance to restart when things get tough is astronomically important. If you guys get broken down, you guys can't give up. And this is where I really love this story, because I had to go from knowing how my body reacted to all this different stuff to, I got a new pacemaker when I was 15, to a brand new pig valve. And as well, I was actually on, it didn't happen, but I was on the sheet for a scientific research type of heart. That actually would have been the very first one in America, because of how kind of, I guess, crooked my heart is as well. So then also I got this tattoo, which this is a stuffed animal. Maybe you'll probably see this in the future, but this is a stuffed animal that I got when I was 2 days old in the hospital. And then these are the bandages of technically where the tricuspid valve and pulmonary valve would be. What do I want you guys to take out of this video? Like I said, I don't want pity at all, 0%. What I'm trying to show you guys is whatever you guys are going through. I went through my stuff when I was young, luckily. What my struggle was emotional, mental, and physical, and this was all done while I was luckily younger, on the younger age. So guys, like I said, what I want you guys to really get out of this story is that when you guys are in the depths and in the ruts that you guys may go through, do not stop. Period. If you guys want to make something of yourself, you guys have to put it into your own field. Take your efforts and put it in. Remember that the people that you guys have ever encountered have invested time into you to make you who you are. It is up to you then to take that and strive. When you guys go through financial hardships or physical hardships or emotional ruts or whatever it may be, guys, find it within yourself, okay, to put in the work. And don't let people, this is probably some of the biggest thing, if you guys know you are capable of something, you guys have it in your mind that you want to accomplish something, do not let anyone tell you that you can't. Period. The only person that is ever stopping you from being able to accomplish something is yourself. I didn't even mention the fact in that part, that's just the physical aspect of it. I want to also put out that I've technically am a recovering drug addict. I've been addicted to multiple different pain medicines because of that. And with that being said, I have an addictive personality, and I have to cope with that. But you guys have your own stories. Everyone has their own story. Now you guys know mine, so you guys see why I want to put out motivational stuff, because I know what people are capable of. You are the most capable person out there. The only person who is telling you that you aren't is yourself. If you're surrounding yourself with people that are telling you aren't capable, you guys need to move on. Simple. That's it. Know what you guys are worth. And don't let things that seem like they are issues, learn from them, but don't let them hold you back. Every single choice that you have made has led you to where you are today. Make the choice to change if that is what you guys want. Have a goal that you guys want to achieve, and figure out a way to achieve it wherever you are in life. I went from being in a bed like this, I'm going to put it up again, to this, where I am now able to do the same type of exercise, if not more, because I had the mental capacity to push myself beyond what most people would ever think would be possible. The last part I want to get to this is self-appreciation, guys. I'm fortunate enough to have a family that supported me. But if I didn't have self-appreciation, then I wouldn't have done half the stuff that I did. If I didn't respect who I was, even the slightest, I would have fallen to the fact that I'm not worth what I think I am. And therefore, I probably wouldn't have played soccer. I probably therefore wouldn't have played hockey. I probably wouldn't therefore have played, I did track for a little while. Whatever you guys are going through, pick yourself up, because I know you can. Write down a list of things that you guys want to accomplish, no matter what it is. If you guys have some sort of thing that is stopping you from doing something, go outside the box. The biggest thing about life is not learning to be like someone else, it's learning to be yourself and make your own path. So change the way you perceive yourself if you view yourself as negative, because you are the best you that you guys are up to this point. If you guys want to become better, then find it and dig inside yourself to become the next level you. But as I showed you guys here in this video, is that everyone goes through struggles, no matter what it seems like, no matter who they seem like they are, no matter if you're famous, a celebrity, if you're absolutely no one. Everyone goes through struggles. Granted, some people have harder struggles, some people have some people have easier struggles, but everyone has their struggles. And if the famous quote, if everyone laid their cards down into a handful and saw what everyone else's problems were, you would immediately take yours back, because you don't know what other people are going through. But figure out a way to cope with your issues. Help other people, because inspiring other people is what real success is. Getting other people to climb the ladder with you, other than just climbing the ladder yourself, is much better and much more self-deserving than making a whole bunch of money by yourself. Love the people around you, motivate them, and motivate yourself. With that being said, guys, make sure you guys really take this video as inspiration. Whatever you guys are going through, let it be a compass to show you guys what is possible. I went from basically having an efficient heart, to being able to be one of the most hardworking people in the gym, or just from what I know. Take this and use it so that you guys can now understand what each person goes through. Know that you guys are not by yourself, and know that everyone needs some motivation at times. but your issues are always going to be something that you guys are able to get through. It's just a matter of focusing on them and knowing that you guys aren't alone. Alright, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought this was something that just kind of needs to be said, so if this just went on a rant, and you guys just think this was absolute whatever, totally cool. Just let me know down in the comments, but smash the like button if you guys did appreciate this. And I hope that this really sheds some light on the fact that I'm trying to put these motivational videos out, not for a meaning of money or just fame or whatever like that. Is personally for me to be able to show you guys the way out of darkness is through shining the light on yourself. And that takes focusing on you, investing in yourself, and loving yourself 100% of the time. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you guys appreciated this.